Okay, here we go. Bum, bum. It's the end of the theme song.
It already did that, though.
You guys need to refilm that.
Shit.
Yeah.
Some of the hair, I'm not.
Oh, yeah. Eddie's got a beard now, and I
yeah.
used to have like douchebag art student hair and
I don't
stuff.
like it.
We'll just CGI it in there. All right, boys, we're sitting down today with another boy. Shocker. We're here with PaymoneyWubby.
Yay!
Oh my god, that's so exciting.
What do you do, Wubby? What are you?
I'm a YouTuber and I'm a Twitch streamer.
Okay.
And I do commentary type videos.
Frick yeah, dude. Are you Twitch partner?
Of course.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How do you do that? Do you just send them an email until they verify you something, or what?
You make them enough money till they notice you.
Yeah.
And then they're like, all right, let's make it happen.
Are there some people that like do make them money but they don't partner?
Yeah, there's a lot of people like that. And
that sucks.
A lot of the stuff you can't actually even really talk about specifics because they'll yoink that shit as quickly as they gave it to you.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
Damn.
money amounts specifics, or like?
That too, and like the specifics of how you there is a clear guideline of how to become a partner, but that's not always how they actually make partners. It's really complex, and like a lot of it is subtle. And they just today, someone actually really large on Twitch today got their partner taken away.
Why?
Will we know the name?
No, I don't. Do you know Mitch Jones?
I do. I watch Twitch clips sometimes on YouTube, so I do know.
He just recently got his thing yoinked, which is big because that means he loses out on a lot of money. He loses out on a lot of like privileges that come with it.
You lose out on getting subs, right?
Yeah, you
okay.
can.
Can you specify for the audience what subs are if they don't know Twitch?
Yes.
Also, eat the mic a little bit more.
Choke
sorry.
that down.
Is this better?
Yeah, that's good. That's
You
good.
like that?
Yeah.
So when you're a partner, you get a higher percentage of subs, and subs are when when your audience pays you $4.99 a month. You get access to like. I sound like I'm doing a pitch for this right now.
The ninja pitch that everyone plays the clip for. Have you heard of Twitch Prime?
I feel bad talking about like the way I make money right now, but yeah, you pay, your audience pays $4.99 a month to you to get access to like emotes, and it's like a big camaraderie thing. And when you're a partner, you get a higher cut. And when you're not a partner, you get a really, really, really bad cut.
So you
is it
can
that
get
different?
subs without a
You can,
being
but it's
partnered?
pretty shit.
Oh.
I think it's public. It's 50%.
Okay.
And when you're a partner, I can't say what it is, but it depends on the person. So
Really?
yeah,
Twitch is weird, man.
I don't
wild.
understand any of it. Like, I've never really dabbled in it.
it's for me, it's where my financial success has been at all, because YouTube doesn't do anything for me. I put up a video and it gets demonetized immediately.
Goddamn, dude.
Do you lose every appeal that you put across?
Pretty much.
Fuck,
and even
man.
when I get even when I'm approved, it's still like garbage ads. Like
One thing I found too is, you know how YouTube, they got all that good press by saying like, yeah, now if you get copyright claimed, you can just take that piece of content out that's claimed and then it's fine and everything's good. My Troll 2 video got claimed, didn't give me the option at all. I uploaded it without that clip in, just recognized a different one. MGM makes money off my video now.
That's fucking dumb.
And so it's like, YouTube, what was all this? I congratulated you publicly for this shit, and now I'm
that's your
fucked
first
over
mistake
by
right
it.
there.
Yeah.
Just congratulating YouTube for anything.
Yeah.
Do you think, do you usually get hit with just like not advertiser friendly shit or like copyright stuff?
It depends. It's one or the other. Usually it's not advertiser friendly.
Well, because like I see that.
Be specific. What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean.
Children and sexy moms and stuff. And
Fair enough.
in a comedic context.
Right.
You
But
telling me
yeah,
I can't make money off sexy moms?
they're making money. What the fuck?
Yeah, they're making bank.
Exactly. So I mean, I'll get hit with not suitable for most advertisers, and then right after that, it's always if I put like a fraction of a song or even look at an album cover, it's done.
You looking at an album cover?
No.
It doesn't make sense at all, though, because you can tell that there are, and I don't think it's people at YouTube. I think it is just the machine learning for it, where it just went, okay, Wubby, fuck him, he's awful. Like we're not gonna monetize him at all, because I get away with a lot of shit for no reason.
Can I give you some like Illuminati where like I'm on? This might be a little too paranoid, but I think that I'm flagged by YouTube to where it doesn't fucking matter anymore what I upload. They got me on this like blacklist. I think that, and I think it even goes so far as like they under promote my content. I might be too like tinfoil hat with that shit, but I think that's what's going on there.
I believe in that
Very
shit.
possible,
Do
because
you?
a lot of the things, even just with, and I'm not like defending them as a company, but even a lot of things that the algorithm decides is not like within their control, but can have almost like a personality to it of like, oh, I have learned this thing is bad, I will not show it anymore. And so it's just like, a lot of that might be even you appealing and real people seeing it and going, nope. And then it's like, all right, real people at YouTube hate this, so we're fully going to do it.
I won't say who, but I had a friend who was a part of that like appeal team, and I came across his desk. I didn't know he did this. I didn't believe him until he sent me like proof of it, and he was like, I want to approve your shit, but my hands are so tight on this. Like
because they could find him directly for approving it if there's an issue.
And of course, a lot of my shit is, edgy, and so he could lose his job over approving shit like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
So we're all fucked.
We're all fucked. Yeah. There's no good news stuff. I don't know. Do you prefer Twitch or YouTube shit?
Oh, I guess YouTube is more like my creative outlet, like where we can, you can sit down, come up with an idea, make a script, edit it. It feels more creatively like, what's the word?
Fulfilling?
Fulfilling, perfect,
Yeah.
exactly. But Twitch is more fun and pays way better. I mean, I would be, the way I always describe it, when I used to work a grocery store job, bagging groceries, I made more money there than I currently do with YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
God
Dude,
damn,
you should see my account. It's brutal.
You have a successful channel, too.
Yeah. You're at like 650 subs, right? Or K subs, obviously.
Just 650. No,
Yeah.
not 10, yeah, no, 650K. And it's paying me less than my minimum wage grocery job. Not even full time.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered doing more grocery related content? Do best of both worlds.
Well, I mean, that was before Twitch. I found Twitch right around the time my YouTube started having some success, and I'm like, I'm not making money, and I want to keep doing this.
Mm-hmm.
I need a way to do it. And then found Twitch, fell in love with it, and then made some money through it. So,
Damn, dude.
yeah.
What were you do? What was like your last job before you were able to be like, dude, I can finally do entertainment shit?
I haven't really been public with it, but I'll give more now. I used to work in like a call center.
Oh,
Just
really?
a douchebag answering the phone for like angry customers all day.
Is that just the absolute worst all the time?
It really fucking is. I threw in the towel. I worked there for 2 years, and I threw in the towel the second year. Basically, just we had to show up in business casual, so like dress shoes, slacks, button up. I showed up in pajamas often.
Yeah.
To where they're like, fuck, we can't fire him.
Yeah.
We need him, but like he is wearing pajamas. What do we do?
They're on the phone. Why would they care?
That's what I've been saying, dude. Oh my God. I would have these arguments with my boss. I'm like, the customer can't see me. Shouldn't they care that I'm comfortable while helping them? But no, it wouldn't matter.
That's fucking stupid. Was it like people were just packed into a room or whatever?
Yeah, it would be. So it was a giant like office building out in the desert, like an hour drive from San Diego where I live. Mm-hmm. And it was, just as many fucking people as they can cram into a three-story building as possible. It was brutal.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
What was the pay like for that?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Like 4 times what I make on YouTube right now. So pretty good. But yeah.
How many groceries is it? That's our unit of metrics here.
No, it was good for a while, but it was soul sucking. Like you go in and you just feel like no creativity gets to be used on this, and that's what was brutal about it. So when I had my chance, I actually quit before any sort of success. So I kind of I had enough money in my account for rent, and then that's when it took off. I got pretty lucky.
Nice, dude.
Was there, and feel free to not say it, but was there anything at that job that's like a story that was just like really made you want to quit a lot?
Yeah, a mom who was missing teeth. This might be way too personal, but I'm just there was this mom who worked near me. Should I say her name?
Deborah Reynolds.
Deborah Reynolds was her real legal name.
Yeah.
She had missing teeth. I helped train her. She grabbed my pee-pee in the hallway. I just killed the whole mood. Yeah.
Well, technically she did.
Yeah, she killed. Don't put that on us.
Yeah. So that happened. That was kind of like, I was younger too, like late teens, early 20s at the time. So I was like, oh, this is super crazy and cool. Thinking back on it, scary shit, dude. Scary shit. That was so thanks, Deborah. That kind of sucked.
Jesus Christ.
Other than that, I mean, just kind of a shitty boss situation, normal boring work shit. The drive is what killed me every single day. And you had an hour up there in traffic, just sitting there thinking about how much you'd rather be doing something else.
Mm-hmm.
That's what there's one. It's been long ago, so it's just one of those things of like I remember reading this, but it was just that I think like Hank Green tweeted it a while ago that like a commute has almost the same amount of effect on your daily happiness as like earning over the like 70K hump, where it's like if you don't have to commute, it like very heavily contributes to you like enjoying your life.
It's soul sucking.
Yeah, because I mean, even if it's like if you have an hour and a half, that's 3 hours out of your day with decent traffic. That's just gone.
And
Unless
there's
you listen
like
to audiobooks or something.
and frankly, there's just not enough Gus and Eddie podcasts to listen to make it good.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing though. We're doing the
You're
Lord's
welcome.
work here. If you're in your car on the commute right now, you're welcome.
Legally, you can quit when you get there.
Yeah.
That's a promise. We'll hire you. We need about
What-
30
nope.
interns.
No, we don't. Wait, unpaid?
Well,
Yes. We need about 50 unpaid interns
I
just to hang out.
stress this enough. Very unpaid.
We don't have enough water, so bring your own.
Tap works just fine, but we're not shelling out, guy.
BYOW.
BYO dubs. That's why they call you. Well, it ties together.
There
here.
you go.
Well, hell yeah, dude. That must have been good. Did you have a good quitting story?
I don't know if it's a good story, but I just stopped caring. It was one of those things where like put in my 2 weeks. Oh, that was crazy. So I put in my 2 weeks, and my boss is like, "Oh, what are you doing? You get a new job?" I'm like, "No, I didn't." He's like, "Oh, do you have something planned?" I'm like, "No, I have this YouTube channel," and at the time it was like 30K subs, making no money, and he was like, "Don't do it, please don't quit." But I went for it. I guess the best story I would have is just stop working. You show up during those 2 weeks and you just don't do anything.
You office spaced it.
Pretty much.
You just went and hung out.
Exactly. Just hung out with friends for the last 2 weeks. I don't. My grocery store job had more of like crazy ending. Like we were climbing around on the ceilings towards the end of that job.
Why?
Fuck it. I don't know. Just wasting time.
Also, how? Isn't it that like made out of like
The break room had
powder
a ceiling.
tile?
Yeah, it's a whole. Never mind.
It's a whole debacle. Was it like a chain thing or some sort of like mom and pop shop?
It was a chain. It was a chain store. I won't say which one
Yeah.
because I don't want people to try to find it and let them know.
Or climb on the ceilings.
I'll show you my entrance path.
It's like a local news report, like Ralph's or a jungle gym.
They're calling it the find of the century. I love that shit. What was your first ever job?
It was that grocery store. I did walk a dog for a blind lady for a while.
Really? Was
Yeah.
it like her seeing eye dog and you kind of fucked her over or what?
No. Okay.
You just took it away from her and she didn't know where to go.
Stop! I'll pay you to give it back. And I just did that every week.
Easy money, baby.
You guys are joking, but like,
But
hold on. Here's the thing. This is the truth, though. So the job was I was supposed to take the dog every day for 30 minutes to go walk, but all I would do is I would go 5 feet. I was supposed to walk around the whole neighborhood, and because she was blind, I don't know if I should say this publicly. Because she was blind, I would just go stand outside her door for 15, 20 minutes and then bring it.
Dude.
Okay, I'm getting
What?
looks right now.
I didn't.
Dude, I was like 15. I've learned a lot since then.
That's fine. That's fine.
15 is where I'd say the oldest age where I'm like, okay, you're.
Yeah.
But if you were like even 17 doing it.
Right,
I'd be
right.
like, but you were a freshman.
Right,
So
so
that's okay.
She died, so it is what it is.
Did you do it?
We'll talk after.
I was like,
Her-
how do you
her
know?
dog didn't get enough exercise, so I couldn't go get it. Yeah.
It had so much pent up energy it ate her. or some shit. That's fine. I probably did the same shit when I was a kid. My first job was like mowing lawns and stuff, and
Yeah.
like I had a couple like older ladies that I mowed for in the neighborhood, and in like Wisconsin, the part of Wisconsin we were in, it was just like a lot of sandy soil and pine trees and shit. You ever try like mowing the lawn under like a big pine tree?
No.
It's fucking sandy and there's just pine needles and shit. And honestly, there's almost no grass at all. And there are huge stretches of a lot of the lawns in my town where I'm like, why am I even fucking mowing this part? Like, there's like a blade of grass in here. Like, so I would just skip huge portions of the lawns because I was like, nothing's growing in here. So I probably got
Did you
out.
get caught?
No, but also you couldn't tell. Like there were patches where I was like, if I mow that maybe once a month, then that's fine. But everything else is like thick grass and shit.
You're just
so.
working smart then. That one,
working
that
smart.
one's fine.
That's what I'm saying about the dog thing. I was just working smart.
There was I remember at I've mentioned it on the podcast a bunch before. My first job was concessions at a water park.
Yeah.
And it was like an Italian restaurant that would like contract to having their stuff there. You just checking because you're nervous.
I can never not be nervous about checking the fucking
Because of the
clothes.
last time with the ad, I was a little paranoid too, but I didn't want to disrespect you by asking
No,
to check.
I'm sorry about that. Go ahead, Eddie.
It was just the first year there we had advertised as grilled chicken sandwiches, and they came where you would bake them in the pizza oven across, and that was the way to make them. And they weren't grilled; they just had fake grill marks on it, and they were really, really bad and gross. So we got to a point where people would order them, and we'd just be like, "They're bad. Do you still want it?"
Yeah.
And sometimes they'd be like, "Yeah." And I had my manager at the time, because I ended up managing the place with my brother, but the first year he would like, if we were really busy, because they took long and they took space in the pizza oven to heat stuff up, he would walk over to the fryer, throw it in the fryer for like a minute, take it out, like dry off the grease with gloves and a paper towel, and then give them a fried grilled chicken sandwich.
Oh, no.
Nobody ever complained.
Wow.
Because they were probably like, this fucking rules. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was like, I didn't do it, but you know,
That's
they did.
clutch, though. I mean, if people weren't complaining, like, I
They
don't
turned
know.
a little orange in the fryer grease. But I think people just thought that was seasoning or something.
Yeah.
So.
I can't imagine genuinely, though, complaining to a concession stand about the quality of your food, you know?
Yeah.
You get what you pay for there. You really do.
That's the thing. People did that all the time, though,
Mhm.
where it's just fully like being upset about not getting the freshest stuff. I had somebody, I gave them mozzarella sticks, and they were pretty fresh, like within the last 15 minutes being cooked under a heater.
Mhm.
And she, while I was like about to charge the card, picked up a mozzarella stick, bit it in front of me, threw it down, said, "I need fresh ones."
Whoa.
And I just went, "You already bit it, so I'm going to charge you for this." And she's like, "Well, I want a refund." And I was like, "No."
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? You just bit into it and then contaminated the rest of the 5 of them
Yeah.
by throwing it down. It's
It's-
like, what a power move that is not going to work on me at all.
That is fresh, too. Dude, I know a girl from my high school whose mom is like, every time they go into McDonald's, she insists, she goes, "I want you to put in a new load of fries right now."
Fuck off, dude.
It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're at McDonald's. Anywhere that's inappropriate.
Also, McDonald's fries are fine freezing. They're
Yeah.
the same thing, pretty much.
Yeah.
I had a friend who did that with the cookies at McDonald's too.
Really?
It was me.
Cookies are a little bit different.
It's a little different,
because
yeah.
those I feel like could go real bad, but like the rest of McDonald's food is engineered to be like, we'll microwave this and it's totally fine.
Yeah. Like, you wanted a fresh cookie?
I mean, yeah.
But cookies are just cookies.
Like, come on now. Don't shame me.
Are you like a complainer at all? Like, will you send food back and shit, or like?
Okay, so no, I won't. I will suck it up no matter what. But
Yeah.
I will fucking bother everyone at the table that I'm at. So like, and that's kind of fucked up too. But like, I'm too self-conscious. Like, I get too much anxiety. The waiter will come by and I'm like, how's it tasting? I'm like, oh, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you, so cooked perfectly.
You're like mid-puke. It's great.
You grab their hand. Can I just say, this is the best meal that I've ever had.
Before I came in here today.
They walk away. Where the fuck is my ranch?
No, dude, I'm the same way, and I do think that Eddie and I have spoken on this before too. Like, working in like the food or service industry really lowers your expectations. It gives you a perspective. It's like you gotta take your knocks sometimes, you know. But like, so I almost never say shit.
The main perspective is that when most people who haven't worked those jobs think, oh, well, they were serving me and they fucked up the one thing. I'm the one thing to serve here. It's like, you're not
No.
priority. You're one of the cattle. You know, they're
Yeah.
just trying to get through the day.
Also, it's like if you're coming in and you're saying like, okay, well, I want the Western burger, but no onion rings. I want double the barbecue. Can I get no tomato, add spinach? It's just like, dude, you have like 2 things tops you can change.
That's the thing. If you have a special request, this is my rule too. Even if I ask for a special request and they fuck it up, I'm like, well, I asked off the menu,
Exactly.
so that's
Yeah.
on me.
I when I was in Japan, my girlfriend at the time, we went to a Burger King. I don't know why, kind of not the play. but-
Traditional Japanese.
No, exactly. So we went as like an experience thing, and when she went up to the fucking counter, I'll never forget it. She ordered like just a normal burger, but the most specific order, like you guys were saying, like
Yeah.
all these little things, and they're just staring at her. I'm like, this is not the time.
Yeah.
There's a huge language barrier.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what anybody's saying. She's like, no ketchup, no onion, mayo on the side. I'm like,
Oh,
bitch,
no.
no.
I'd break up with that person on the spot.
Oh, we were done.
Leave her at the Burger King in Japan.
I feel the same way though. Like, I'm not. If I go somewhere, if I see something on there, more than 2, that's a good amount. More than 2 differences on the thing, I won't say it. I'll bite the bullet, pick it
That's
off.
the thing, yeah. I won't. Also, it's like it's probably a waste too. But things like onion, I'll just get it on and pick it off.
Yeah.
I know it's a waste, but it's like, I don't want to have the special order if I can just take it off with my hands.
And it's like, it's in the best interest of you and the restaurant as a functioning thing. Like, they're going to throw away 10 full onions tonight from dinner. So, like, you can waste a sliver so that the poor waiter doesn't have to, like, fuck around and, like, cater to you and stuff. I like that. That's good shit. What's your, like, what are you munching on these days? I was gonna say, like, yeah, no, like, what's your go-to? Because we always say we Postmates a lot of shit, and then we also gripe about Postmates, but we still keep using it.
It's the worst.
Are you guys sponsored by Postmates?
No, we're not.
Postmates.
Dude, you get fucked more than anybody.
Yeah, we actually had the option to work with Postmates for them to sponsor the podcast, and we were like, hey, we have to say no if we respect ourselves.
Thank God.
It's the worst of all of them.
I could talk this entire time about Postmates. Fuck Postmates.
Dude, every listener is like, you're the best guest right now.
Well, okay, I use it every fucking day, but I loudly complain about it to myself every time. It's unbelievable.
Did you see my tweet about it? It's fine if not.
What'd you say?
It was just, I got a breakfast sandwich from Starbucks and a coffee. And it was really late, and when the person came, no big deal, but she brought her bike to the door, which was a little bit weird here. It's just like
all the way up?
Yeah. She was like, I opened up and I was like, oh, she just has a bike there.
Right. Oh.
And she had one of the like red Postmates kind of DoorDash bags that you unzip. And she took it out. She's handing me the bag, and I'm like, she didn't put the coffee in the bag, right? And she hands it to me, and I grab it by, the top straps, and I put my hand on the bottom. I'm like, this is soaking wet and dripping with coffee. Where I looked, and I saw it hit the ground. I had to clean it up off the ground. And I just like look at her, and she's like, have a good day, and then left. And I just walked inside, and it was the breakfast sandwich was on top of a coffee set sideways. And it had the Starbucks like green plug thing. So I think she thought like, oh, well, this is safely secure. So I'll just put it sideways in the bag. Couldn't fucking believe it, dude.
Yeah.
The way I heard it put that really changed my mind about Postmates was the only qualification for that job is download the app.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yep.
So no wonder you're going to get people who put coffee on the side. Not trying to be rude. There's some really amazing people, who just need that job. But then there are some people, it's like, oh my fucking God.
Yeah.
That's it too. Yeah. Like, as we complain about it, like, it's important to recognize where the blame goes. Postmates is a terrible company. They fuck their workers over. There's no support. Yeah. They are lowering their pay.
They keep you in the dark as the customer.
That's my problem with it.
Uber Eats, you can see exactly the fuck where they're going. I had a Chipotle order recently where I sent you the screenshot of it. It was like, oh, it's picked up. And it's like, here's me, here's Chipotle. The guy was over here. It's like, he clearly just did another delivery and is pretending to just pick it up.
Yeah.
Oh my, I watch them do fucking laps around my house. I'm like, I'm right here. Just please turn in. Just
call me.
Also, I hate though the extra good ones who call you and they're like, I was playing, been playing a little bit more Fortnite. I'm sorry, guys.
We could end it right here.
Drew and I were playing Fortnite because we used to love it before, and now it's like at least a little bit back to
Season
normal.
2?
Yeah. So
Chapter 2.
Yeah. So like, I was talking to Drew, and I got a call from the Postmates, so I put it on speaker, and they're just like, hey, I was thinking they were trying to find the place. They're like, hey, Eddie, I'm at, I forgot where it was, like McDonald's. And they're like, there's a long line, so it's going to be about an extra 5-minute wait. And I was like,
cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thanks.
And then they were like, all right, well, bye.
Yeah.
And it's
Love
like, you didn't need to, at least just text it to me. Like, you didn't need to call me an update. Like, we're not dating. You don't have to be like, I'm going to be an extra 5 minutes. I'm so sorry.
Also, like, I hate, this is just such an asshole thing to say, but like you said too, I don't need little frivolities. Like, sometimes it'll be like, hey Gus, this is Raphael. Just wanted to let you know I just picked up your food and I'll be seeing you in a little bit. See you, bud.
Got it fresh and ready.
Yeah.
It's like, shut up.
And I'm like, that is so sweet what you're doing. And I will never like shit on them, but it's just like, that makes me feel uncomfortable. Like, I don't want to know that,
Yeah.
Like, I feel ashamed about this entire transaction. Like, you're working your ass off right now, and I am sitting on the couch, and like, you brought it to my door. I was like, I don't want some pomp and circumstance. I feel bad for doing this.
Well, you were a delivery guy too for pizzas. It's like you while they're signing it being like, so how's your day?
Yeah. Hey, Caitlin, Gus Johnson, the pizza place. Listen, I'm speeding right at you right now, hot and ready.
You ready for some pepperoni? Oh, man.
I don't know though. Yeah, but fuck Postmates, dude. And no, again, it's like the company is just a shitty company.
I
and
had no clue that they mistreated people. That's fucked up.
Dude,
I'm not surprised.
Sabrina, my girlfriend, told me about all that shit, and like, they're terrible to their workers and stuff like that. They continue to like lower wages and stuff, and but then on top of that, like you said, it's such a low bar for entry that frankly, I'm sure half the time when we get orders, sorry, I bumped your knee. It's just somebody that's probably like their first week.
Yeah.
And some people on the service are just not good at it.
Yep.
And that's a problem. And it's like there's no recourse and there's no accountability because the site doesn't give a shit about their employees.
They're very removed.
So it's a bad customer experience.
What I don't understand is what happens with Postmates where it takes so much longer than I've actually been switching more in. It's still a shitty company, but to Uber Eats because it'll
Me
come
too.
in half the time,
Yep.
and I get to track it the whole time. When we were at Bufferfest in Toronto, what was that? 2 weeks ago now.
Yeah.
Tony and I had after Gus and Sven, they got Popeyes on Postmates, and we ordered Popeyes on Postmates probably like I think 15 minutes later, and I got ours about a half an hour before he got his on Uber Eats.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so like Postmates was for some reason like 40 minutes later than what Uber Eats was.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
I only will use Postmates now for very, very specific, like, because they can do more like grocery store type stuff from
Yeah.
what I've seen. I don't think Uber Eats can do that. I don't know for sure though.
Can you get alcohol on any of the services?
Yes.
Wait,
Where?
Wait, which one?
Postmates.
Wait,
How?
Uh,
What the
there's,
fuck?
well, okay, in San Diego, there's like a liquor and wine section, and it is really,
checking
it's
right now.
Yeah.
Please
Keep
check.
talking, sorry.
It's really steep. Like you will have to pay more, but I have done it in a pinch. It's pretty degenerate, but
That
I've-
would have
I've been there.
saved us.
What happened?
Just like party shit where we're running
Oh,
like
wait.
chickens with our heads cut off.
I remember us actually finding that section, and yeah, it was when we had we were having people over here when Jakey and Sven were here last summer. It was, you remember when our birds died and we
Oh,
were
and
all
Chris
sweaty?
was- yeah.
Yeah, you went to walk and get some while we had people over because it was like for a 12-pack of like Bud Light, it was like $25.
it's pricey.
Yeah.
It really is, but they offer it at least.
That's the one where you're like 10 Moscow mules in and you're like, well, I can't leave even if I walk. So you need to have a come. I don't know. Well, let's look at some flippin' preguntas. What do you say, guy? Follow us on
Well,
what?
Probably guys this time because
Follow
there's two of us.
What do you say, guys?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
What's your Twitter? That's our official endorsement. Follow us on Twitter at PaymoneyWubby.
Oh wait.
That's
Was that-
you.
Oh, you're shout. Yeah. Do that.
Oh, where can they find you on like Twitch and shit too and YouTube?
Oh, PaymoneyWubby on Twitch and YouTube.
That's good. I like that.
Did I
that's,
do good?
That's
You wanna
brand
just
consistency.
spell Wubby so they know.
Oh yeah.
for-
I'll PaymoneyWubby. Did I spell it right? WBBY. Holy shit.
Yeah, dude. Guys, pause the podcast. Pop
Fuck.
open a new Mozilla Firefox browser right now, and go follow your boy Wubby. All right. That's the whole moral of the story.
Thank you.
Follow us on Twitter at PaymoneyWubby and Gus Buckets and Eddie Burback, and ask us some frickin' preguntas here.
Can
All
we get
right.
a translation on that.
Oh, sorry. Questions for our English speakers.
Oh,
It took me like 40 episodes, so I'm just getting there now.
Yeah, it's like a muscle you got to exercise.
I
you
think
know?
it means tweets.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
really not there yet.
close. All right, I don't know anything about this, and we can scrub it if it's not good. But
Okay.
at We Want Icing asks, Wubby, can you talk a little more about the controversy with the chef you met? What happened?
Oh my god.
What is that?
Okay. Do you know anybody know anything about it? Should I start from?
I don't know.
I don't know
about
anything
this.
about
Okay,
that.
okay. So I had a relatively new series on my channel where I'm trying to go to city to city. We've only done one city, my home city, San Diego, and I do like little experiences. So, for example, for this one in San Diego, we did healing yoga, where I took like a healing yoga class. I did and I did like a class with a master chef. And so the chef guy on my channel, really charming dude. Everyone loved him. He was a big success. His name is Ben, Chef Ben. And the video went up. Everybody loved it. They loved the chef. Like, oh, you got to collab with him. About a week after the video came out, my Twitch chat, because they're little weasels, little cockroach people, they found out all this shit about him to the point, and it's
no.
very public. He is, okay, so I'm going to say this. This is just from public records. He hid this from me, by the way, when I met him. He was formerly a councilman in San Diego who is involved in a lot of like fraud accusations, including like major sexual harassment and assault accusations.
What?
Yep. So this dude is still on my YouTube channel, and I'm making lobster dish with him. He's acting like a chef and all this shit. Meanwhile, like a year ago, he's still going through like these lawsuits very, very publicly. We had no idea. He's trying to like rebrand. Sorry, Ben. He's very much trying to like hide that fact. And so there's because I found this out live on Twitch when I was live, and we were going through it all like, holy shit, this dude baited all of us. What was the original question? Just what are
Yeah,
my
just
thoughts on
like
it?
can you talk more on the controversy with him?
It's fucking crazy. I don't know. Good luck to him. Hopefully he didn't actually harass women and shit and steal money from the city of San Diego.
Dude, it's so crazy now where it's like, especially with the internet of learning about that stuff, is like if that was on TV or something, it's like, oh, you just met a chef. But it's just like now, like, I hope you know. I hope you're happy. It's like, it's a chef. You wouldn't be like, oh,
Right.
let's see if he was a councilman. Like, you know.
Okay, so
you're not gonna
many-
Google a chef before you work with
So
them.
many people were like, why did you not look into this? I'm like, because he's a fucking chef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I supposed like, was this dude an actual rapist? Like, what? No. Like, who would-
Yeah, I wouldn't Google a chef before I worked with him. That doesn't make
Exactly.
any sense.
And when we met him, he lived in a nice, large house. He had a really nice chef's kitchen. He knew what he was talking about. Like, okay, there's nothing to distrust here.
Yeah.
Also, if somebody's like a master chef, you assume they've been a chef the entire
Yeah.
So
time.
I don't actually know what that's about because when we met him, he had like the chef outfit, but like, did he just buy that? I don't know.
Did he
what's
have the
going-
hat
Like
on?
a Chef Boyardee outfit.
He didn't have the hat. You guys
Okay,
are right.
Then he's
if
a
he had-
fucking poser,
if he had-
dude.
well, I was gonna say if he had the hat, he's a fucking fraud.
Yeah.
Because then he's just like, all right, what the fuck do chefs wear? Oh, I
Yeah.
gotta get the hat.
He goes, hey, Wubby, Mamma Mia.
he not to beat a dead horse, but he did put out a video recently because I very publicly was like, wow, this dude's kind of fucking weird. I don't know what's going on there. He put out a response video, very dramatic, sad music, black and white, sitting in a chair where he's like, I've seen the accusations. They are all false. I'm like,
Well,
holy
you didn't
shit.
make the accusations. You just found them.
They're very like legal. He's in court for them, so it's not.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I am but a humble chef.
Literally that though. It was bad.
How could you do this to me?
I am just a chef. By the way, I've got sauce over here. Needs more salt. I'm a chef if everybody wants to know.
How could I have known that if I wasn't a chef? I love too your sentence too. Like I guess he's trying to do the rebranding thing, and then you say his name.
His name's really fucking out there though.
Yeah.
Like it's all over my YouTube because he was in the video. He was Chef Ben.
He knew what he was getting into,
He did.
guy.
He had to have.
All right, what do we got here? At Scotty the Adven1 says, "Hey, so far, what have been your favorite movies of 2019?"
What's come out in 2019?
Yeah.
Joker.
I haven't seen it. Is
I
it
like
good?
Joker.
We
I wanna
liked
see
it.
I liked Endgame a lot. Just I thought of that because of Joker. I'm trying to think of what came out this year.
That's what I struggle.
I have no
Okay,
fucking
here's
clue.
a confession that's gonna get me chewed out. I've never seen Endgame. I haven't seen.
Dude,
Sorry,
I am.
Gus
You're,
hasn't
you're in the right spot. I am 6 years behind on Marvel
Oh,
movies.
thank fuck. Okay,
I don't
thought
know
was the only one.
anything.
Exactly.
2019 movies. What do we see
Yeah,
here?
what else has come out? I've been watching a lot of TV this year, but not a lot of movies.
Oh, you saw Toy Story 4.
I didn't
yeah,
like
Toy
it
Story
that much.
4 I liked actually.
You didn't like it?
Only the ending. I guess because I'm a baby.
I didn't see it.
Oh,
Yeah, so it was. I
just
guess-
kidding.
Well, fuck. Now I'm gonna hate it.
Never mind. No spoilers. We got asked about movies and we can't talk about. Okay, I'll be very careful. I apologize.
Lion King.
Didn't see it.
Spider-Man: Far From Home. I
Loved
think you
it.
just said
Didn't see it.
it was good shit.
I liked it a lot.
I'm looking at this list right now. I don't see movies.
I don't.
I don't
either,
know what the
dude.
fuck any of these are.
I sucked. Ever since we moved out here, I never go to movies anymore.
Yeah, I've mentioned it before. I see usually when I go visit home, I'll see like 5
Yeah.
movies with my friends.
John Wick 3. Did anybody see that?
Yeah, great.
Fuck, I gotta do it.
What are your favorite movies of 2019?
I'm just listening to them as they're happening. I can't
Yeah.
recall any of them, and then we.
Probably the Joker so far, just because like it's one of the only ones I saw, and I really did like it a lot though too.
That's all I've heard about it. I cannot wait to see it.
It's fucking. I really enjoyed it. That's one of the ones in recent memory too, where I don't think that the Rotten Tomatoes and Metacritic scores are really indicative of the quality. Like it's like
Well,
a 68.
It's weird. Rotten
Oh,
Tomatoes
what?
scores now in the last year have become very political.
Yeah.
Where it's like critics are now trying to make a political statement out of their review, and I'm not saying like, oh, the Joker's lower because of like the
I
like
heard
incel
that,
stuff.
though.
But the thing is, it's like if you're a critic, like nobody's trusting you to take a stand. Like we don't really need that. Just like talk about how the movie was.
Exactly.
As a film.
Objectively.
Yeah, and like I mean, I guess you can talk about like what it means for, and I hate the word even society coming up, but like what it means overall, you know. But still, it's just like most movies is not like, okay, we'll talk about what the movie was later, but here are the implications. And it's like review the movie though. I want to hear that. You're a critic.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking ridiculous. Again, too, it's like the audience score is 89%.
Yep.
I think that's very indicative of the movies.
Yeah,
like 89.
I would say it's an 89.
Yeah.
And also, like, isn't Chappelle's special like a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes or something like
Yeah,
that?
It's really bad.
Come on.
But
Like-
who's that one? There was a female comedian that was like super highly rated, and people were comparing them back and forth, saying like it's all political reviews.
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like I remembered hearing that news cycle.
Nothing
though.
against her. They were just saying like hers is almost 100% compared to Chappelle's at 0.
And like there's not a disparity of 100% to 0 in quality of those
exactly,
two.
Exactly.
I mean, because Chappelle's like one of the best doing it, and so
He's
if
definitely
not the best.
Oh,
But
dude.
his new special was my least favorite of the 5 that have come out, I think.
I'm looking right now too, just for like comparison shit, because I know it really was like a controversy thing where it was like, what the fuck? The audience score for a long time was like 99 with like 10,000 or like 100 fucking thousand reviews or some shit, and it was a 0. And I'm looking because typically they display it like this, where you see it all big and fat, like tomato score,
That's
audience score.
the classic tomato look.
And I went and I was like, Dave Chappelle's layout is different. And then I was like, well, maybe it's a stand-up thing. But I went to Bill Burr, Paper Tiger. It's the same layout.
Right.
But if you go to Dave Chappelle's Rotten Tomato page, you have to click to get to the audience thing. And it doesn't even fucking display it nice and tight.
Dude.
Fuck you, Rotten Tomatoes. What the fuck?
Turn this off. Turn this off.
You can't even see the audience score now.
Dude.
Was that because he said some pretty like edgy shit in his news?
Oh, yeah.
But so does Bill Burr sometimes too, so that's
Of course.
weird.
I know he went in on this one though. I heard
There were some things where, again, I never I talked about this on Phil's podcast a little bit too, and it's a dodgy subject to talk about. But
Here we go.
Yeah, it's just like I don't agree with a lot, like more often in this special with some of the things he said, but I don't have to because he's not me.
And he's making jokes most of the time, too.
It's a special. It's a comedy special.
Yeah.
That's the point.
There were like 1 or 2 jokes where I was like, wow, for him that's like a little low. But again, that's not 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. You know?
Not even close.
It's like, what are you going to take to the streets and be like, fuck you?
Yeah.
People did that though. They were like trying to get him canceled, which obviously not going to happen.
Yeah.
And if anyone is qualified to weigh in on this, it's 3 white mustachioed men. We'll give
What do
you
you
the
guys
skinny.
think about that guy that got fired from SNL? Let's skip that for sure.
Yeah.
Moving right along.
Let's fucking yeet that one. All right, what do we got here? Somebody just asked, at Jules Bourne says, yo boys, what's the story behind the theme music? We found it on a website and we bought the license to it.
Yeah, and he was like, you could use it for podcasts, and it was the best money we've ever spent.
And then it like pops up places and we get tagged sometimes. We're like, this is the Gus and Eddy podcast music.
Yeah, it's like we didn't make it.
Like we didn't buy the exclusive rights to it. Like we bought a license to use
the
it.
right to
Yeah.
use it.
I do feel, not in our case, but in other cases, like it's like sometimes people use royalty-free music and it's like nobody else used that. Like Sonny's the perfect example.
Yeah.
I see the Sonny music everywhere and I'm like, that's fucking Sonny's music at this
Yeah.
point. Like, don't use that shit.
Is that
fully
just
claimed it.
free to the public or is that?
Yeah.
Are you
Wow.
sure?
It is. It absolutely is. And
Oh,
that,
really?
when they
I've heard it
started
a lot.
off,
I've heard it a lot.
Because it's on like Spotify as like an album. And
is it really?
Yeah, yeah.
When they started off, it was like all royalty-free shit, and then other people have just been using it. And I'm like, but come on, like that's just
Yeah.
it's distracting for you trying to do something else. You
It's
know?
because Sonny pretty much exclusively uses that soundtrack for
That's it.
everything they do. So it became like not like they use it every once in a while or it's the theme song. It's like every episode that like even transitions like the dun, you know, like for each time. So it's
Yeah.
like every single song on it has been used in Sonny.
Whenever I hear it now on like a different, like not a show but a YouTuber, I'm like, you're so out of touch.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
How did you not know this?
Yes.
My big one is when people use the what's his name? Kevin, what is it?
MacLeod.
MacLeod.
My
I
fucking
used to
hero.
say McLeod when I was younger. It's MacLeod, but his elevator music. I've heard the. I've heard it way too many times. We're just like, what the fuck?
I need to hear it. I guess I can now. but-
I'll find it.
He's a
Okay.
big boy. So is Ross Bugden. I like his shit. He's good
That's a
stuff.
funny name.
Yeah.
Bugden?
Ben Sounds has got some good stuff too. I should do like a tribute music video to all these fucking royalty free that just like break their backs over our dumb videos making shit. Excuse me. All right, here we got one from MLG Michael Wave that says, how does Wubby feel about the memes that surface on stream? Can he predict what's going to become a meme, and how do they differ from YouTube?
Oh man. Okay. So my stream has been a mystery for what people latch onto. I'll fucking sneeze in a certain way, and they're like, "Sick, new meme. Here we go. We gotta make this into a thing." But as far like predictions, no, I have no clue. I love them. It's a lot of fun. It's probably my favorite part about streaming is the what comes out of it. Like we did just the other day, we did like a media share where the viewers get to submit their own like edits and stuff like that. And what people create just using like my clips and funny inside jokes is it's my favorite part. But as far as like when I post a YouTube video, almost always I can act because like you guys know when you post a video, you know it front to back by the time it goes live. Right?
Yeah.
You should at this point, right? Otherwise you'll upload like you beating the shit out of your dog.
20 unfettered minutes of me doing it. Darn it.
But at that point, I'm like, oh, like, for example, the Angelic Initiative, the ladies, they would like, I don't know if you guys know, but they would say like, that's true. That shit was so obviously going to be a meme. And I know that's coming, but I can never predict the stream. It's always off the cuff.
Do you ever do that? Like if you're filming something, you're like, oh, that might be a good template.
Well, like for just being shared as a meme, or
for images, because I think that sometimes
for images it's kind of impossible for
you
me.
can't, yeah.
There's a lot of I think like reaction things that I say that people will use of me saying like some kind of joke about choosing to say something stupid,
Yeah.
or like something being really weird. But yeah, I don't really think about it in the moment at all.
I definitely don't go into things planning it. The only difference was like the prank videos, the wholesome ones, like in my head ahead of time was like, I can see this being screenshotted and being like a wholesome meme kind of thing. And then it did. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But like in the moment, sometimes like, oh, I could see how this could be a template, like the check your DM sketch or or even anytime you're holding a sign or a piece of paper, you're like, that could happen.
Yeah.
But
I didn't think the yikes thing was going to take off at all.
Oh yeah, that was a
just
big
thought-
boy.
I thought that joke was stupid, kind of. I sent it to you guys, and you guys thought it was funny, and I was just like, okay, this is all right. And now I see it like in threads all the time, and I'll always check if the person's following me, and they're not, and I'm like, all right, this kind of like surpassed me. Cool.
Has that been
That
the
is cool.
biggest meme that has come out of content from you?
Yeah, I think the biggest one that I see like often, well, the knees thing is pretty constant, but then also well-dressed bird was kind of a big thing for a while too. But yeah, the yikes thing is definitely like surpassed my reach.
Yeah.
That's surreal.
What's been your widest reaching meme that you've seen?
Oh, fuck, I mean, it depends on how we use the term meme here. Like the widest reaching anything was like all the ASMR shit that's come my way from the video I made. But I don't know what like specific joke meme was the farthest. I don't know. But that's got to be cool to see like you make a joke in a video and then someone else is using it like on Twitter or something and they don't even know who you are. It's like, wow, like I made it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's so flattering.
Yeah, that's the yikes thing. I'll see it. Like I remember my big thing for that was I saw it in somebody tweeted it. What the fuck is his name? Like Skip Bayless, like the sports commentator. And I was like, whoa, that has nothing to do with me. Cool, that's awesome.
Right.
That's fucking cool.
But then one time I saw it used. I'm not gonna name the person. It was somebody that's not like a direct friend of ours, but in our YouTube circles, and they had kind of had like a misstep moment, and somebody that was the top reaction pick, and they know me, and I'm like, don't use me there. I don't want that.
No.
You reply to them with a yikes of your own.
Yeah. If I ever do something really stupid, that's going to be the top reply. I'm going to fuck myself on that.
Here, I'll give you guys one too to make sure I stay honest. Well, my career is over.
Oh,
That's a really bad one.
That's how confident I am in myself. Well, here, we'll do it for all of you guys. Well, Wubby's career's over.
no, please don't. I don't want to do this.
Well, Eddie's career's over.
That's just not true.
Let's
Could
do
never
all our
happen.
loved ones. Just bang them out right now.
Well, grandma's canceled.
Or dead, whichever comes first. What do you say we open some fricking
Shot mail. We should have given you a heads up.
You
on
really
that.
did. You just went for it, and I got scared.
Guys, send us your packages
Is
at the
package for Wubby? Sorry.
post offices. Wubby, open this one here, okay? I'm scared of box cutters.
Okay. Yes.
Ever since I saw Breaking Bad, I said I'll have no part of that nonsense.
The meth or just the box cutter?
Primarily the box cutters, sometimes the meth.
Do I just go for it?
Yeah, you just get in there, guy.
Let me send a Zippo lighter.
Somebody sent a
Did you
Zippo.
mention anything? How the fuck did my phone get not on silent?
Oh.
I don't know. What the fuck is this? Oust?
Is it open already?
This.
Or did you cut it?
I may have gotten a little excited.
That's fine if you did. I just was
I'll
like,
be honest. I don't know.
they sent us just this cut open bag of stuff.
There's more.
What the fuck is it? Wait, what is it? Whoa!
It's a Zippo lighter that says Gus and Eddy forever.
This looks just like the lighter that my dad carried through Vietnam.
It was.
It said the same words too. I didn't even know Eddie, and I
He was
wasn't
really
born.
early to the podcast.
Yeah, that's fucking
That's
cool.
Dude, that's awesome. I gotta see what the note is.
Do you normally go through letters?
Not as much. We'll hit the beat sheets. This is from an audio listener, and they sent us the Wikipedia page for tamarind. What the fuck is this?
I believe that's what we have in front of us here.
Oh, it's a pod-like fruit.
This doesn't have a name on it.
Do we eat these?
Somebody tweet at me and tell me who did this.
Yeah, thanks for the Zippo, guys. That's tight as hell.
Thank you.
Yeah, what the fuck is this?
Who wants to bite the bullet and fucking
What
put
are
one in their
these?
body?
I'll take a tamarind. Get in there.
Oh, that doesn't sound great.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
What is it? Sounds like a
we
hard
have the
candy.
whole fucking Wikipedia printout.
I know. I
we
just
know
tossed it.
exactly what it is.
No, let's speculate. Let's speculate.
All
It's a fruit. It kind of tastes like a pear.
Wait, it's a fruit?
But it's
Is
candy.
it dried fruit?
No,
Like
it's
that?
not. It's not. It's candy that's flavored like that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, these ones
Tamarind.
are brown though.
Yeah, the brown ones.
The green one tastes like 80% pear, 20% grass.
Okay.
It's not bad. What did you get? Brown?
It's brown. I don't know what I'm tasting.
Really?
If only there was like a printout that we could.
You would
Fe-
think, right?
Yeah.
Let me try brown. Oh, this is so sticky.
It's not
The
bad.
noises are awful in my headphones.
I have no clue what this tastes like.
Yeah, right. It's
I
not
gotta jump in
terrible.
here.
I can't put my. I can't even figure it out. If I had to get, it seems like a little bit of chocolate, just a little bit.
Okay, I'm there.
Um,
Dude, the audio only listeners are fucking in heaven right now.
everyone's just dripping. Oh,
Fuck
give me
them.
that.
We hate those guys.
Fuck the audio listeners. Yeah, this is the most confusing flavor because it's not bad at all.
Huh.
I can't peg it.
There's almost like a weird slight sour taste to it.
All right, I'll
Let's
break
do it. Here
open
we
the
go.
fucking thing.
Here we go.
The tamarind tree produces pod-like fruit that contains an edible pulp used in cuisines around the world.
Oh, here we go. Under no circumstances put in your mouth. Oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh, species indica.
Whoa.
Are we gonna get fucking
What is
just
it
loaded?
actually, though?
I don't know. It's like a fruit from Amazon rain.
Yeah, but do they say what it
I don't want
tastes
to be
like at
sucking
least?
on mine right now.
Yeah.
It's kind of loud.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. I
There's
can't
your
find
ass.
anything that's like.
Oh, is my ass on there?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, dude.
That's all right. We'll skip it.
Well, so this tastes like this. That's
yeah,
all we
whatever
got.
this is. That's so weird.
It's actually pretty good.
It's not bad.
I
It's
It
like
is
not bad.
not bad.
I got another pregunta. Or wait, no, we're doing mail, right? Do we
Oh,
have
yeah.
any more mail?
Well, I mean, we essentially ran out of packages. We just have letters left.
Okay.
Oh.
We haven't been to the post office in a little bit, guys.
We
But
gotta do that.
Send us your mail though.
We're doing that tomorrow, right?
Oh yeah. You know what? There might be one more. I'm gonna ask this question though. In the meantime, at Ethan Quarter says, "Longtime Wub Cub, first time caller. Wubby, besides editing, what do you do when you're not streaming?"
Oh, this is always a tough question because I don't know what I do. I kind of sit around. I'm trying to think. A lot of
Video games. You watch TV.
yeah. I mean, I play games. I boring hobby shit. I mean, I play a lot of games. I do a lot of. I really waste my time on social media. Like just
Yeah, I do it a lot too, especially Twitter.
and it feels so just time wasting, but that's usually what I'm doing. I do play video games, but like I'll have the two monitors set up and one of them is always just like a constant scroll, and I feel like if I'm not looking at it, I'm like missing something.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
What's your like favorite?
Go to?
Yeah,
I do Reddit and Twitter.
Okay,
That's like
yeah.
a main one. I've Instagram. I don't know what happened with Instagram, but I feel like I missed it. I feel like I was missing Twitter for a while too, but I got forced on there and now I get it. But with Instagram, I feel like it totally got missed. I don't know how.
I don't even. Instagram's also a great place for memes, but if you're in the wrong corner of Instagram, it's just the worst thing on the internet
Yeah.
possible. Because it's just a bunch of people trying to seem like they're having a great life. It's just weird.
Oh, you know what I've been into recently is TikTok, but maybe we'll hold
Dude,
off on that.
it's fucking my attention span. I stopped watching TikToks. Like I made an account about like a month and a half ago, and I was just like, you know what? Vine fucked my attention span so bad I just can't do
right.
it.
Here's something that's.
You were about to say something.
Oh, sorry.
I can wait. I kind of want to see what these packages are. I'm not gonna lie.
This one's tits. Look at this one. Boom. Gus Eddy cross stitch, bitch.
Oh fuck yeah, that's
So
awesome.
cute.
That's cool. That's going on our credenza, if I do say so myself. This is from Charity B. Thank you so much, Charity.
That's
Love you
nice
too.
handwriting. That's really clean.
That is pretty clean. Do you have good handwriting or do you bad?
Negative. Not at
Negative.
all. I haven't written in years either. Like who the fuck writes anymore?
Actually, yeah. Other than like signatures, what the fuck have I been
Nope.
writing?
You type that shit.
Weird.
I like making lists still. Like I always have to write out lists of like this is what I'm gonna do
Full-on
today.
pen and paper list.
Yeah,
Oh
my mom
God.
did that.
Grandma.
Before the TikTok thing, this is just how to talk to your cat about gun safety.
You look so scared.
And there's a sticky note tab for how to talk to your cat about evolution. So thank you.
Thank fuck, dude.
Now we gotta get a couple of cats and learn them up real good.
It just has a book thing, so it doesn't say a name on it again.
Thanks.
Guys, you gotta leave notes so I can thank you.
Yeah, none of this anonymous shit. Be a man. What were you saying about TikTok?
Oh, I'm loving it. Like, I ironically watched it. I'm like, this is for fucking high schoolers. And then now I find myself before bed. I'm like, well, let me just check and see like what's on the feed real quick.
Mm-hmm.
It's got as the kids are saying, it's got Vine energy.
I'm scared to look.
It's got more meme energy than Vine did, though.
True. There's a lot of garbage on there. Don't get me wrong.
Do you feel almost wrong for your history with Musical.ly that you're watching TikTok?
Dude, I'll take it to the next step. They tried to sponsor me for like.
Yeah, I got an email about it.
And I was like, dude, what do I do here? Like, is it worth it? I turned it down because like I just couldn't find myself after the whole Musical.ly like exposed video.
Yeah.
Do a Musical.ly about Postmates. See if your audience buys it.
Dude, Musical.ly's gone.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
TikTok, right?
Yeah, it's the same exact thing.
That's because that's the thing is I'll go on and I'll be like, wow, there's like some really great memes and funny things here, and then there's a lot of like you expose like for your video for it is like just thirst trap stuff where you're like, this is a teenager.
Yeah, this weird shit.
What the fuck is happening? This has like 300,000 likes, and it's just there.
It's like softcore child stuff, some of it.
Yeah, not to get too weird, but like when I first got the TikTok app, like I re-downloaded it recently, a few months ago. You're immediate, like you don't even have to be following anybody. You're immediately hit with like, that girl looks 15, and this whole video is belly dancing. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's a quick follow. No, I'm kidding. Cut that. No,
All
that
right.
shit's weird.
Yeah, so anyway, another important one. Outspoken Linguist says, which Animaniac would you sleep with and why?
Holy, can we pull up some pictures of them? I'll give you a real fucking answer right now.
Tall one.
The tall one.
I don't know.
The oldest one. Aren't they kids?
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
But
they're all
they're
kids?
animated though. So
Yeah,
it
it's
doesn't
fine.
count.
That's good. What? No.
Take out
Oh,
me
these
saying
guys look
yeah.
3.
There's only one female there, so just rule
Is
her
there?
out. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah, she's got a flower in her
There's
hair.
the
kinda
tall one, the one with the hat, and
Yeah.
the one with the skirt. Who's
I want the one with the hat. He seems kind of like a bad boy.
Here.
Just from appearances alone.
How old are the
No,
No.
How old are the Animaniacs?
timeless. That's the answer.
Age 9 to 10.
I take it back.
If it is any consolation though, their ages seem to change.
Wait, when were the Animaniacs created?
So in season 1 they were ages 9 to 10, and they'd even publicly list season 2 10, season 3
what
11
year
12.
though?
Okay.
They're probably old enough now.
That's what I'm saying.
Animaniacs. Okay, Animaniacs started in 1993.
Yep.
We're good. We're good.
Dude, they're like MILFs at this point. They're in like their
Even
40s
the
and
guys
50s.
are MILFs.
They're DILFs. They're GILFs at this point, honestly. They're fucking old as shit. Well, now we know. That's good.
Yeah.
There's
Did-
a lot of really sexual questions.
Would
in
you
here.
guys do
I-
it in the Warner Brothers
you have
water
to.
tower? Where
And I would do it the whole time with just That's all, folks. All right, I'm done with that. There's just a lot of really sexual shit.
Yeah.
Here's a non-sexual one. At Doomface03, when did you boys start drinking?
Just in
Oh,
there.
yeah, like
That was
20
Feel
minutes
feel
ago. Like,
Age-wise.
yeah, you want an age? Okay, this is gonna be surprising because anybody who knows like my channel well knows I like to drink. I started when I was 21. I didn't have any alcohol till I was 21, and
Nice.
even then, I tried it when I was 21. I still didn't drink till I moved out of my dad's house. I guess it was like a weird respect thing. My dad doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, doesn't keep it in the house, so I just never wanted to drink at the house.
Yeah.
So then once I moved out I think I moved out at 22 was the first time I got my own apartment. That's when it all went like fucking downhill. Just a lot of drinking.
I didn't drink till I was 20.
I was like my senior year of high school. I had like gone. I usually avoided it. I just didn't like being around it in high school. It felt like dark almost. I don't know why, but yeah, I drank at like one party kind of senior year of high school, and then when I started my freshman year of community college, I started drinking then. So like late of 18.
I get you. Yeah, I didn't really like. I definitely started drinking more once I got out of, or like right at the end of college, and we started playing this drinking board game, Flayed and shit all the time. It was fucking
Never
fun
heard
as
of
hell, dude. One of my friends invented this game. And it was essentially adult Candyland. Like you had to like roll the dice and move your character, and there was all these little mini games like spin the wheel of like the John Stamos wheel, and then there's all these little like take a shot, drink a beer, like, and then there's like mini games and stuff. It was really fucking fun, but we used to drink just ungodly amounts at the end of college.
Was I added as a card for the phone call, or did I just happen? Okay, because I was like, when we were friends but lived in separate areas, I would get a couple phone calls where they'd be in the middle of playing and have me on speaker, and they'd be like, "You have to decide who drinks right now."
Yeah,
that's so fun.
So we'd say, "Here are the names. Who has to drink?"
And so the first time I picked you right away, just because I was like, I don't fucking know these people.
Yeah.
But then after knowing them, I picked Curtis. I think the second
Yeah.
time. Just to fuck
And
him over.
the funny thing is, like, you could get through the game having 2 drinks, like tops, and you're like, wow, I'm like pretty much sober now. Or you could get through the game with technically having to take like 15 drinks. You know, we wouldn't like fully be like, you have to do all this shit, you know. But you did get points against you, like if you didn't do it, so people would just take the points so they didn't get fucking alcohol poisoning.
This has Charlie McDennis vibes, if you've ever seen that.
Yeah.
I
It was
like it. I like it.
It was inspired by that, the guy that made it. So
Do you guys have that game here?
no, the master copies.
I've never played it.
It's fucking fun.
I've never played like any of those drinks. We wanted to do a combination of that and a video game tournament.
Yeah.
Dude,
but
that's
we
the
haven't done it
play.
yet. And if we do it, it would be very official, like full like poster for it with like a board and everything too, like for score, and then like probably a physical board as well.
What game would you pick for that?
Probably
For the actual like video games for it. Well, we had done gaming tournament stuff before, and Smash is always
Easy.
there.
Yeah.
Rocket League is sometimes there for team stuff. What else do we have on there? Gang Beast was one of them because it's just like so
fun.
fuck around.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I really want to throw the New York Times crossword puzzle into that.
That'd actually be a really fun way to shake it up.
As like the 8th game in the night too, so everyone's blasting it. What is a synonym for cornucopia? I don't know. Do you have a favorite drinking game? Do you play with the boys?
Yeah. We pour like vodka into a shot and then we take it. It's actually wild. Things get so crazy. No, I don't. I like doing game stuff. Tie it into like a video game.
Yeah.
Like loser takes a shot, winner stuff like that. It's just fun.
I don't know if you're the same way where it's like normal drinking game stuff though. I hate it.
Like beer pong type stuff.
Yeah.
Not like quarters. Not really my. It feels very like college-esque. Not that I'm like much older than a college kid. It just I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's
Did you
not-
go to college at all?
Briefly till I dropped out.
Whoa.
Went to community college for almost a year.
There you go.
What about you guys? I don't actually know.
Community college to get my like gen ed degree, and then never went to a real school and started doing YouTube.
There you go.
Kind of, I can't
Yep.
say I dropped out because I technically got a degree, but
finished?
I finished gen ed.
Right.
So that's it.
I did. I mean, I could see, like, I had a different college experience than you guys do because I went to a traditional 4-year one, and it was, like, right away. It was, like, 3 hours away from my hometown, and I was in a dorm and then in the, like, houses and shit. And everybody around me was, like, interested in playing, like, drinking games and hanging out and stuff like that. And it's, like, with any central topic, as if everyone's into it, it's, like, that is so fucking fun because, like, you go to a party, and I wouldn't go to, like, the big house parties and shit, but it would be like, hey, 10 friends are over. We're going to like play an activity. And we had some of the funnest fucking games ever. Did I already talk about hammer slogging on the podcast?
I don't think I've ever
Talk
heard of
about it. I want to hear it.
Fucking one of the most fun drinking games ever. And it's going to just reek of Midwest shit. So you go out and you get a big log, okay? They're surprisingly way more easy to find like in
I was like,
Wisconsin.
you can't do that here. Really.
No, they're fucking everywhere. You just walk down and like somebody cut up a tree and like, oh, there's a log. So you go and you get a log and you set it on a stool. And then everybody has their drinks and they just kind of stand around the stool and you get a shitload of nails, like 1.5 long nails, and you take a hammer and you just tap the nail into the log so that everyone's got their own nail. It's like your life. And then you go around the circle, you hold the hammer, and you have to throw the hammer up, like flip it around, and however you catch it, you without hesitation, you have, I'm not going to do it with the box knife here, but without hesitation, you have to catch it and try to hit somebody else's nail.
Oh my.
And the last
so
nail,
dangerous.
the last nail
Yeah,
standing wins.
What about your hand going down like with a bunch of nails?
Sometimes you bonk your finger, but it's the top of the nail, not like the point of it.
I know, but still,
Yeah, slam
going
it
down,
down.
slamming down hard
He's
is
like,
still
"Fuck
going to
it."
cut your hand
Well,
up.
that's the thing is if you do that, you do it once because you figure out like people aren't going like boom boom, because it's not that hard to tap the nail in. So typically each nail takes a few taps, you know, but you go around, and if you fully whiff it, you have to take 3 drinks. If you bend a nail over, you have to take like 3 drinks, and then you have to bend that nail back up again. But then if your nail goes down, you have to finish your drink. And it's fun because people can like still chat, and then it's a legitimate challenge where you're winging a hammer up and down and hitting nails and stuff. I fucking love that.
This is so not a Southern California game.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
You guys didn't do that in San Diego? What the hell, man? All right, we got a big boy right here. At FTN John says, Wubby is a very outspoken, tongue-in-cheek humor with plenty of shock value that pushes the limits. How far into that territory are you willing to go for your channel, and is there anywhere you won't go?
I don't think there's anywhere I won't go. I think I've proven that on my channel. I would think. We've covered pretty much everything on there. I think that as long as I stay like pure to what I'm trying to accomplish, and always make sure that like my goal is to make people laugh, and it's supposed to be at its core, you know, lighthearted, with the exception of like some of the more exposing videos when I'm just doing like commentary. I don't think that I really have, my personal opinion on like comedy is like there really shouldn't be a limit. I think that it's, you know, best judgment, and there's comedians I don't agree with, you know, like there's jokes that are made that I made that I don't agree with anymore, but I still think in the name of comedy I don't believe there should be a limit, because then you start to deal with issues. So I try to do that for myself, just don't limit myself. It's worked out, but it makes it kind of difficult as well.
I think that's a good way about it.
Yeah.
I have always subscribed to the idea that limits are not predefined, they are discovered. So like you can't just be like, okay, before we do anything, no to this, no to this, no to this. But like you definitely know, and it's up to everybody too. Like, oh well, maybe a limit was reached after that happened. You know?
Yeah, and it depends because like there's not a topic that I think that you can't joke about. It just depends on what the joke is and what the like, not even just context, but what you were intending the joke to be.
A lot of it's intent, in my opinion.
Because that's the thing. I think some like new early stand-ups that are like definitely trying to break barriers don't understand, where they're like, oh, I could just make like a joke that's super fucking edgy and super fucking mean in the name of comedy. It's like, well, it's sort of, but not exactly. You know what I mean? Like, you can go for this topic and you can shock people, but if your intention was to just make people feel awful, then that's kind of shitty, you know?
Right.
You guys ever go to like an open mic and just watch some people get up?
No.
Just do comedy stuff?
No, I've never even been to one as an audience member or on stage.
It's really interesting to go to, but it feels extraordinarily uncomfortable. I used to go to them a ton when I was in college, and you'd see these guys that would get up, and a lot of the times it's people that are trying it, and it's one of their first times, and it's always the guys that they get up there, and there's some guys that go up and they're just like, I'm gonna say the edgiest shit ever. Like that is what they think will just get them a joke, is like, I'm just gonna joke about this fucking shit.
Yeah.
And it makes everybody so uncomfortable because it's so apparent what they're doing, but it's not executed well at all, and it's just super uncomfortable.
Yeah. Where it's like, obviously, and it's what you do too, where it's like, if you know, like, oh wait, this is actually like, this is funny and this will make people laugh, and I can go toward this topic because it's a little bit of is like, oh, maybe I shouldn't, but the intention of the joke is still good. But yeah, then there's the people who are just like, people don't fucking get it, man. I should be able to say the N-word on stage. It's like, whoa.
It's comedy.
Yeah.
Like, just because you're at a venue that does comedy, or just because you say it intending it to be a joke, it's like, it kind of has to be good if you want to really keep your head above water.
Yeah.
That's the weird thing that's like really hard to define. You all will understand this too, but like, it has to be funny. Like, I know that's really subjective, but it has to be funny. You can't just go up there and say whatever the fuck you want.
That's the weirdest shit too. And I've even said this to some extent before, where like, we have times where we joke about like kind of controversial subject matter and shit. I mean, even like the blind lady's dog and stuff before. But can you imagine, like, because we're funny. That's the thing, is it sounds like they're just jerking us off. We're funny. Can you imagine if we weren't funny and we went in as hard as we did on some of the topics?
Right.
Like, we couldn't work anywhere.
That's where I hate to bring it up. It's not an opinion on of the actual SNL thing, with that thing that happened with that guy on the podcast. It's just like, I think what really hurt his defense is it just wasn't funny at all.
Is there something we want to go into? I don't know.
It was the guy that got fired from SNL before he even got really hired, because on a podcast he was He was
Yeah.
just kind of like trying to be funny, but the joke was like, I'm just being real racist to Asian people.
Yeah.
And it was like cringeworthy.
Yeah.
And so it's like maybe there would have been a defense if you were going somewhere and like there was some kind of like, not truth as in like a stereotype, but truth of some like inner feeling, and the joke is that you're awful because you think this thing. Like, you know, like Louis done stuff like that before, Chappelle's done stuff like that. But he was straight up just like saying Chinatown was weird. He said it was full on China. Like that was a joke.
Yeah,
It's like,
and he was like, he used
it's
the like,
Chinatown, you fucking idiot. Like,
yeah,
holy shit.
and he like used like the C word, like racial slur one, you know, and like he was doing an Asian accent, but not like even in a big buffoon. Again, it's hard to define like preemptively, but he just was like talking like of this tonality, and
Yeah.
and I was like, what are you? That's not funny.
Yeah, it was like, if I'm remembering correctly, it was one of the quotes of it too, was the guy was like, Chinatown, man. He's like, yeah, they go full on China there. And it's like,
Like, no shit.
wow.
Well, it's Chinatown,
Yeah,
so
so people can't really point to that and be like, it's in the name of comedy. It's like,
it's
you're
like,
just-
well, that was some shitty. That was a bad routine, right
but
there.
I don't know about firing or if people should. I don't. I'm not taking a stance on that.
Right.
But specifically about what he said, it was just like, dude, this just isn't funny.
I'm there too, and it's like I'm not even a fence-sittery approach. It's like I had no clue who he was. I don't ever care about who gets hired for SNL. It's just like I don't have an opinion. I
Yeah.
don't fucking know. It just didn't seem like a funny thing at all that he said. And it's
Yeah.
like I totally get how people be offended.
Yeah. I know, especially it was just the horrible timing of they were hiring their first Asian cast member for the first time,
Yeah.
and then also this guy.
Okay,
and so
that's
it's
just
What are
like-
you gonna do?
Yeah.
But and then I hate how people are like, "Oh, NBC should have checked." It's like,
Check
can you
what?
imagine if you or I got hired for a fucking or you streamed the amount of video content you put out that
Yeah,
an
it's
NBC guy would?
unbelievable.
Oh, you just can't vet people like that.
Yeah.
Over 12
Chef
hours
Ben.
a week. Yeah, Chef Ben,
Chef
dude.
Ben.
Yeah.
That's SNL announces Chef Ben is their new cast member.
Like he's gonna
Oh.
cook food on stage. It's gonna be real fun.
This is a safe bet. I'm sure he's like a binging with Babish or something.
He doesn't have the hat, but we'll get him one.
That's good. That's good. Well, we probably get out of here. What do you say?
I kind of wanted to stick around for a while, but
Did you want to?
Is, are we?
is Gus not having fun? It
No, no,
sounds
no,
like
no,
he's
yeah,
no,
not
no.
having
dude, it's
fun.
something. What's wrong?
No, I'm having some fun.
You know, why don't you just stay here and think about what you just said, and me and Wubby will maybe go get some lunch.
I could come with too if
No,
that's.
you could
No,
just
you're
stick
good.
around.
Just stay here.
You could just stay there.
I-
and we could really think about what you said.
Okay. No. If you wanted, I could.
Nope, I don't.
You probably need someone to pick up the drinks and carry them.
Can you stop, please?
Okay. See you guys.
Bye.